Well, hello there, NSU, and welcome to your mini coaching call here at the end of our Spring into Spring challenge. This call is open to anyone and everyone in the whole wide world because whether you did the Gentle Detox Challenge this weekend or not is totally irrelevant to me. What is relevant is that you are here tonight showing up for you, beautiful you, so that you may continue on your clean eating journey in a way that celebrates you and your awesome body and allows you to get where you're looking to go. Welcome, Julie, Cindy, Catherine, Holly, Megan, Susie. We have a fabulous group forming already, only 30 seconds here into our live broadcast. Welcome, ladies. And let's get started right away because the way that you can enter yourself to win 3 months of menu planning service from me starting this Friday and every Friday for 3 months is by participating. That's right. The more you tippity-tap type in answers to the questions I'm going to prompt you with and communicate with each other and have fun in this community over the next 30 minutes, the more chances you have to win 3 months of menu planning. How fun is that? I've got some awesome questions for you tonight, some big inspiration, and some exciting news about my latest product hitting the market right now. Welcome, Roger. Welcome, Susie. Welcome, Jane. Welcome, Sarah. Beautiful group. I'm jumping right in. Your first question, are you ready? What's going well right now? If you're one of my members or you come to my Friday Terrasol class at 11, you know this is my #1 first question on any coaching call. What's going well? Where can you brag on yourself? Type in your answer and share with the group what's happening that's working in your nourishment cycle right now. I'll tell you, for me, it's this Nettles tea that's going well at the moment. I'm drinking my greens, friends. We're going to talk about hydration. We're going to talk about greens tonight. We're going to talk about healing your body. Yes, all in the next 27 minutes. I'm a little nervous. If you know me well, you know I am not brief in how I inspire, but I'm challenging myself. Because isn't that what life's about? Just like you are challenging yourself right now with your food stuff. Because it's not easy to take excellent care of your body with nourishment. I wouldn't have a business if it was super easy, right? Hi, hello, yay, I'm here, I'm so excited. Holly says I'm eating lots of greens. Holly is in our transformation program. I hope you don't mind me sharing, Holly. I know you're really transparent and awesome about your journey, and she is killing it out there, caring for herself day in and day out with 2 small kids at home. More water and more greens from Marsha. Greens all over the place, says Sarah. Oh, I'm guessing our Spring into Spring Gentle Detox Challenge over the last 3 days gave you even more incentive to step up, step in, and start healing your body. Hydration and greens, juicing again, says Cindy. Feeling motivated, says Megan. I'm getting my kitchen back after 3 months of not having anywhere to cook. Girl, they're gonna have to hold you back and then unleash you into the awesomeness. What a great fresh start for you, huh? Whole foods, nothing processed, says Susie. I feel amazing. Susie is inside the NSK membership where we ran a Get Real challenge all week long, and we challenged every single member to turn down or off the dial on anything packaged or processed. And if you know Susie, you know she eats really, really clean. But there's always those things with all of us, me included, the tortilla chips, the grain-free products, the things that your body really doesn't love, like nuts for me, that I needed to just get an integrity with during this Get Real challenge and this month of transformation. And just like Susie, I feel pretty amazing too. Lots of greens, more hydration, says Laura. Cutting caffeine, watching what I eat. Lots of veggies, Roger. Glad you're here tonight. Celery juice again. I got my Costco run in, and Holly eliminated coffee. You guys are killing it out there. I love that I have an assortment of NSUers, NSK members, transformation people, and people who are totally new to my stuff. Thank you for being here and chiming in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Rye. I'm the owner of the New School Kitchen, and I help busy people cook real food in less time so they can heal their bodies and then really ultimately love their lives, right? We don't just exist in a vacuum and we just want to eat clean because that would be really fun. No, we're all here because we want our bodies to operate in a way that allows us to step in and live more of our lives and have more of us and not have to take up so much room with the food and the healing thing, right? At least that's why I'm here. Y'all inspire me. Sarah hasn't had tortilla chips in 3 days. That's huge. Sarah, that's massive. When I was first cutting my Cape Cod potato chip addiction of the first 5 years of being gluten-free, 3 days was a huge feat. Julie's rocking the herbal infusions. Me too, girl. Stinging nettles all the way. The girls in transformation are loving their stinging nettles and drinking their greens. And so do my members. Okay, so much to celebrate, so much is going well. So I just want to announce really quickly, right here at the start, while we've got this momentum, the launch this week, right now actually, before Friday, my spring seasonal menu plans. I have been working on menu plans with my amazing team. Couldn't do it without them, especially Mary Julia, for the last year, and we have this down to a science now, guys. Once per season, I release a new menu plan. Now that's you're buying the season of plans. You're buying 3 months of every Friday, basically, Mary Julia emailing you your grocery list and your dinner time recipes with some bonus sweet treats and dessert recipes every single week for $33, not per week, not per month, for the entire 3-month season. That's $11 a month. That's $2.75 a week. That is what I'm launching tonight. So thank you for being here at the big celebration of what MJ and I have been working towards for months with these meal plans. Megan loves the seasonal meal plans, and I love having you receive those every Friday, Megan, and feeling that support in eating your real foods and having those menus at your fingertips. I'm super excited for the spring menu. At the end, I'll share with you guys some of the names of a few of the new recipes that are going to be joining the rotation. And as a celebration of the spring seasonal menu plan launch, I'm doing a giveaway tonight on this very coaching call. Someone's going to win that whole package I talked about, that 3 months of receiving menu plans every single Friday. These recipes are yummy, they're simple, they're always gluten-free, they're usually dairy-free, and there's both omnivore and vegan options. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Well, I said it in the beginning in case you missed it. You enter every time you type an answer, because I pick a winner by scrolling through with my eyes closed and pointing. So the more times you answer the questions and prompts I have for you tonight, the more chances you have to win. Thank you to everybody who has participated in Spring into Spring inside of the New School U. This has been an incredibly exciting weekend as we gently detoxed using water. You might think that I'm on something right now because I'm so energetic, but I'll tell you, I'm on the water. Does anybody else feel so much more mental clarity and so much more speed and precision when they're hydrated? This is my 4th 20-some-odd ounce bottle today, and I went for a little run and 2 short walks with the dog, and I feel alive and vibrant. I gotta tell you, you guys, hydration, we're gonna talk about it tonight, along with the greens. The greens, the greens. That's what our Spring into Spring Gentle Detox Challenge challenged you to do. And whether you did it or not is irrelevant to this call, but water and greens and water, all weekend long. And what are those benefits? What do you feel when you have more water in you? Marcia admits that she gets more energetic. Catherine says, I love it when you do the menu planning for us. Me too, girl. It's so fun. Ooh, Chelsea, I'm glad you're here. This is what a gal needs, says Sarah. Planning. Don't we all? Man, over and over and over again, I hear people say, if someone could just, if the planning part could be so figured out, I'd love this whole real food thing. Stephanie, I'm glad you're here. We're going to jump in as we celebrate the Gentle Detox Challenge, and I give you some prompts to help you get yourself lined up with a gentle detox principles of hydration and greens. Guys, this is foundational stuff so you can move forward on your health journey. Type yes in the chat box if you are ready to get more nourished, to feel better in your body, to be aligned with the hydration, getting it each and every day, day in and day out, and to be eating and drinking those greens that are so life-giving and nourishing to you. Are you ready? Yes, yes, yes. Do you want to receive more of this? Well, give me a yes. Give me a big yes. Okay, let's start by jumping in and challenging you right here at the beginning to, without thinking it, without overthinking it rather, what are 2 foods or drinks or habits that are not serving you right now, that you're like so fed up with and ready to just like, shed it off of you? What are the things you're doing or the things you're eating or the things you're eating, drinking? Type them in. Remember, each one is an entry, that you're like, yeah, I am ready to be liberated from you. Holly just admitted she did this with caffeine and coffee. I have not had coffee, guys, for what day is it? 24 days since the beginning of February. And I cannot tell you how liberated I feel. That's probably the energy you're seeing right now, too. I haven't crashed and then tried to jack myself up again in 24 days. My adrenals are like, oh. You can also click likes and hearts when you like or love something I'm saying, and that will help me to stay on track, too. What are those things you're ready to let go of? Megan admits it, caffeine and Diet Coke. Girl, thank you for your honesty. We can all relate to that at some point in our lives. I'm nearly positive of it. I love that you're here and acknowledging this. Coffee, says Cindy, and not enough water. Yes, 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 the sugar. Marcia says, I would love to stop the sugar cravings. Yes, they're very big, aren't they, Marcia? I've needed to cut back on coffee. Afternoon juice replaced my afternoon cup, Susie. I love that you're on the carrot juice train or whatever juice you're doing. I could not get through without that afternoon juice. Corn tortillas, admits Holly, and chocolate chips. Yeah, the little enjoy life ones out of the bag. Oh man, they're sexy. English muffins and pasta, Julie admits. Yes. Catherine, coffee, but I've cut back lots, and I'm 55 days alcohol-free. You guys are amazing. Catherine, thank you for being here and admitting it and acknowledging it and showing up for yourself. Sugar and processed food, says Chrissy. I'm glad you're here. Alcohol for Laura, sugar for Megan, bread for Julie. The carbs that keep sneaking in, says Roger. Liberated from dairy, says Sarah. I was nervous to let it go, but it's been weeks since I've had cheese. Girl, I am so proud of you. I know how much you walked into my office and said, I would not give up my cheese. This shows me that you really want to heal. Get rid of the need to have crunch of crackers and chips. Isn't it amazing, all this bread and cheese that's in the feed right now? Dairy, cheese. This is amazing. Okay, so much you all are willing to acknowledge is not serving your body right now. And I want you to just dial in a little bit and tell me, looking at those things, you know, some of these are big categories, right? All of dairy, all of carbs, excess this, right? The bread I eat every day, this is big. What's just one next step you can take? Baby step it for me, guys. What's one next step you can take to start lowering your consumption or to start shutting the door completely and saying, I need to say goodbye? It might not mean tomorrow, right? Just what's the next thing you need to do? Is there a conversation you need to have with someone? Is there a conversation you need to have with yourself? Is there some journaling that you need to do? Is there some refrigerator clean out that you need to address? Perhaps a new grocery shopping habit. I notice if I can rework my grocery shopping sometimes and just avoid the thing, that chip aisle is very tempting, but do you really need to go down it, guys? You tortilla chip eaters, talk to me. What is going to support you in turning the dial down on this food that's not serving you? If you're not answering, maybe you're scared. Don't let me scare you. I'm not telling you to quit it. I really want you all to maintain the mindset or get in the mindset, for those of you that are new to working with me, that thinking in black and white terms is not always a way to be successful here. And at the same time, sometimes you need to slam the door shut on something and be black and white about it. So which is it for you? And in order to slam the door shut, if that's your choice, what needs to happen or shift before you can go over to the door and close it? Let me put it that way. Megan's going to try to switch to rasa instead of coffee in the morning. Have you tried it yet? I really liked their cacao blend. I put homemade hemp milk and a little maple syrup in it when I was allowing myself more maple syrup last month. And wow, really lovely hot drink. Hallie Ann says, I'm just going to quit buying the chocolate chips. That's right, girl. Someone was saying inside Transformation, I don't know how to get my daughter to understand that I don't want to put the goldfish in her lunch every day, you know, and I want her to choose the apple to go in her lunch every day. And I didn't say it, but I want to, and I'm formulating a kid's class in my head. If the goldfish weren't in the house, it just wouldn't be an option, right? It's hard with some of those things that the kids love, but if it's in the house, man, how hard is it? Roger wants to have a conversation with himself regarding the diet soda. Excellent, Roger. What are the best circumstances for you to have a conversation with yourself under? I do well in the shower having a conversation with myself, I will admit. I use bread as filler, says Jane, therefore eating more dense and healthy meals will help me. Cindy wants to be mindful of what she's putting in her mouth. Megan wants to just say no to that Diet Coke. Yes, girl. Julia's here. Welcome. I need to make sure I buy all the good organic veggies. Yes, and use them up, says Catherine. Make myself 3-ingredient fudge when I crave the chips. Stop buying the dairy. Just stop. Yep. When I have interesting teas, I can usually go for those instead of a weeknight cap. Good. You guys are filled with ideas here. This list, this feed keeps going on and on of ways that you can start addressing this food that's keeping you inflamed and keeping you from healing. I'm going to move on. Let's talk about hydration. Let's talk about that water, friends. What's your, look, here's what I want to say about hydration. I couldn't stop thinking about this today as I was like guzzling and going like, why doesn't everybody want to feel this way? And getting so excited, right? Hydration is like the ultimate act of self-care in action, moment in and moment out throughout the day. It's like, okay, self, do you love yourself so much that you can remember to carry around the one substance that your body literally cannot live without for terribly long? I don't know how long it is. Somebody on here tell me. How many days before I die without water? I mean, it's like 3 or something, maybe more. But you know what I mean? This is the most important nourishment for our bodies. Would you agree? So why is it so difficult for us to give ourselves this? Oh, because we live in a busy world, because there's a million things going on, because I have to carry it around. It's not just like in a stream that's babbling next to me while I shuck corn and, make dinner in my tribe outdoors, right? We live in a very, very different time where we have to buy vessels and carry around our water as we run around doing things. Yes? So I think it's just like the ultimate, like how tuned into your self-care are you? Okay? So how tuned into your self-care are you? What's getting in the way of you being consistently hydrated day in and day out? I love this. You guys are like, guys, water is grounding. It is a spiritual grounding tool, as I'm learning in my groups. It's a mentally grounding tool. It gives me clarity. It's emotionally grounding. I can take a deep breath if my kids are triggering me and take it down. It gives me space to breathe before I react. It allows me to respond. It literally gives me oxygen to my brain so I don't say something I regret later on. Who can relate? Vicki gives the answer that I'm going to go ahead and guess pertains to 80% of us. She forgets about her water because she's caring for everyone else. Can you relate to what Vicki is saying? Yep, Laura hates that she has to pee all the time. So many people too, but I gotta tell you, Laura, today when I was having a really good pee because I drank a lot of water, I said to my husband, who was doing something in the bathroom as I was having a really good pee, man, it's just so satisfying to have a pee when you're hydrated. Is this too much information, honey? He's laughing in the other room. Sometimes I cross the line and I don't even know. And I just like, it feels like a satisfying pee, like the right amount of pee is coming out of me. And he said, yeah, like when you're dehydrated and your pee is all thick. And I was like, your pee gets thick. So please let me know if, sorry, concentrated. He didn't say thick. He said concentrated pee. So I love that you're giving me your answers. Susie admits something I hear a lot from clients. It just feels boring sometimes. Yes, but I'm so much more energized when I stay hydrated, for sure. Are you doing any herbal infusions, Susie? I love nettles with lemon squeezed in it, and it's watery. I mean, I've only brewed this one for an hour, and it's like a very light sweet tea. Oh, but it is a diuretic. Megan's laughing at me. Chrissy says, when I'm at my work desk, I'm drinking water constantly, but when I'm home or running around, I don't stay on top of it. Excellent, Chrissy. You're pointing to something very specific. You have the habit of water well worn for you in one part of your life and not in another. And all it means is you've got to get that imprint here. Driving around, guys, there's no excuse. Red lights, make it a game. All right, we're moving on to greens. We're moving on to greens. List for me, and we only have 11 minutes. List for me how many greens you ate today. Go through them. say the greens. You could say them one per answer or give me the number. But go ahead and go through your day and tell me how many greens you had. I had pesto, chimichurri, I had cilantro, lots of cilantro, and I think I put some kale in that mixture too, on top of my chicken, and roasted cabbage. I had celery. It's not a leafy green. I think I'm going to go with just leafy greens, guys. Don't cheat. No broccoli or celery. What are the leafy greens? I'm drinking nettles. That's leafy and that's green. I had sprouts on my second plate of food. I had a green smoothie with kale and spirulina in it, but I don't think spirulina counts as not leafy. I'm up to 5. What number are you guys at today? And what leafy greens did you eat today? While you chime in, I want to emphasize something. Leafy greens and all vegetables really, and green vegetables especially, but the leafy ones, hello, are the things that heal. This is food that heals. If you really want to decrease inflammation, prevent cancer, although the cruciferous are really quite amazing at that, heal your body. None of you are here right now and you feel amazing all the time in your body and with your food. You're here because you want to heal on some level. The dark leafy greens are going to get you there. Spinach, kale, collards, chard, turnip greens, beet greens, microgreens, herbs. I posted a link inside the NSU yesterday. Y'all went crazy answering that. My favorite leafy green is, boom. If you're lost and stuck on leafy greens, if you're bored with the same spinach, and I got to tell you, a lot of you just rely on spinach. Oh, I do spinach every day. I put in my smoothies. I saute it with my eggs. Try something new. Honey, I'm sorry. I know that you're watching. It's the perfect time. You gotta rotate your greens. You cannot get stuck just on spinach. Ooh, Megan says beet greens are her favorite. How do you make them? I love you inventorous people using the beet greens. Yeah, look at all these greens. Beautiful. Oh yes, salad greens. Of course, Susie, I didn't even think about that. Thank you. This is the time to eat your greens. Your body wants you to eat them. Your body gets so jazzed when you eat them. Here's my question. What part of you needs a healing? Since we're talking about leafy greens, I want to just lay it down with our last question here before we transition. What part of you are you healing by making the decision to eat leafy greens? Yes, and to show up for yourself and to hydrate and to, avoid the gluten and all this other great stuff. But be specific with me. I asked this at Terrasol on Friday at my 11 a.m. class. If you're not coming to that class, I'm only doing it for 1 more month, you guys. This is the best hour of my week. And the people coming are like getting a lot out of it. It's a really awesome circle. Fridays at 11, Terrasol Yoga Studio. What part of you are you healing by choosing to show up for yourself with nourishment? I am healing my, I think it's my small intestine. I think that's what I'm very specifically working on healing. Holly's healing her stomach. Vicky's healing her digestion. Yeah. Marsha's working on her gut. Gosh, you guys, so much gut stuff. This is not uncommon right now, and food is your answer. There are other answers to find along the path to healing for sure, but if you do not have the right nourishment going to your brain, and I can attest to this, it's going to be very difficult to navigate that path to finding your answers with your healing in any aspect of your life, whether it's your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, your mental body. I don't know if that's a body, but whatever. We apparently have 5 bodies, and all of them need some level of healing. I am working on physical healing, but man, as I do, I realize all of the spiritual and emotional healing that I need to do to become physically well. So what are you healing? Her digestion, her brain, and her mood, says Susie. My mood and my energy, says Julie. I love you ladies acknowledging this about mood, and let's put that on my list too. Cindy's healing the pins and needles through her body. Catherine is healing her desire to lose weight. That's quite beautiful. Jane, her arthritis. I'm so glad you're here and that you're doing this. Really thrilled to have you chiming in. Stephanie, Linda, digestion, liver, immune system. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, your answers are amazing to me. I can't even read them all right now, but I know that you're bringing yourself authentically and wholly and fully to this coaching call. By the way, this is what happens inside the membership once a month for an hour. It's so powerful. Everybody says it too. Sometimes I'll send up some other resources and they're like, I'm here for the coaching call, girl. That's worth my $24 every month. It gets me on the straight and narrow and inspired. Okay. Now that we know what part of you are healing right now, I want you to set an action step. We're getting to our giveaway. I'm going to do it. I have 4 minutes. We are setting an action step. That's what you get out of a coaching call. That's what you get out of a coaching session with me when you come into my office and sit across from me, or when we talk on the phone or by Skype or FaceTime. I'm going to drill you down on what you are taking away. What's the one thing tonight? We talked about what to remove, your hydration woes. We talked about the greens. What is one small action step you are ready to take of all these things? Not all of them. One from them that you are willing to move into action today or tomorrow or the next day. I'm talking about the next 72 hours. Where are you taking action for you so that you can heal your body, so that you can step further into your life, so that you can enjoy the fullness of who you are and why the heck you're here without this skin bag and foggy brain getting in the way? What are you ready for? My husband's really laughing at me a lot tonight. I hope I'm not off the rails. I'm going to have to rewatch this tomorrow. Okay. Apple is ready for more greens. I'm thrilled you're here. Megan's ordering rasa tomorrow. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Ditching the caffeine, Holly says, made a huge difference for me. Get the crap food out, says Cindy. So what's your step? That's still very big. What's the next step to getting the crap food out? Are you opening up that pantry and throwing things away tomorrow morning? Next step, be specific. Chrissy's ready to try more greens. There's Shard on the shopping list already. Excellent. I hear your motivation and inspiration. Martha's ready to drink. Marsha's ready to drink more. What's your next step then in drinking more? You want to set a timer on your phone maybe? More herbal, adding herbal infusion, says Susie. More greens. Yes, yes, yes. Stephanie says dairy. I'm ready for it. What's your next step in removing dairy then, Stephanie? Be really specific with me. Vicky's ready to fill her water bottle. On to movement, says Stephanie. Action. Gosh, you guys are so inspired and motivated, and it's motivating and inspiring me here at the end of our mini coaching call. How did that feel? Just 20 minutes or so of getting really focused on your stuff and answering the prompts. You all were fabulous at this. So fun. So fun. So here's what I want you to do, folks. I'm going to pick our winner in the next 90 seconds. But what I want you to do, if you're not the winner, is to consider buying the spring seasonal menu plans. I'm going to post that link for you. Oop, I should have had it queued up. We're going into the shop. And I really want you to consider this. Your first menu plan drops on Friday. You don't have to follow them all. You don't have to, use every recipe that's in there. A lot of the people that did it this round, the winter round, we had a great group. They would say they would scroll through and pick 1 or 2 that would just excite them and inspire them and make those recipes that week. And then they would get more motivated. They would trust the recipes and they would start opening it up so that by the end of winter, I had 3 people that said to me, I finally just said, one of them said, we have a mantra in our house, trust the NSK recipe. She said, sometimes we look at it and be like, really? Dijon mustard in that? Ooh. And instead of getting scared, her and her husband started saying to each other, trust the NSK recipe. And by the end of winter seasonal menu plans, they were just clicking print, printing out that grocery list, going to the store or ordering online if they were super savvy, and making the menu. Knowing what was for dinner that night. People say this over and over again. Freedom. Total freedom. Less angst, didn't realize how much space they were taking up trying to figure out a new thing to eat, how to get out of a rut, how to stop eating the same 6 things, how to stop ordering out. Do you know how much money you're spending ordering out? So my call to action for you tonight is I really want you to get the spring seasonal menu plans. We have an omnivore and we have a vegan. You're going to go to thenewschoolkitchen.com, not if you're on your phone right now and it gets you off, and you're going to... doesn't want to work right now. I'll post it at the end. Click buy. 3 recipes on there that I'm super proud of and excited to show you. There's a vegan peanut ramen that gets great reviews. We beta tested that inside of Transformation. Chicken shawarma salad bowls. This is a meal prep one that you can make 4 or 5 and get you through the week. Coconut black rice pudding. Deconstructed sushi bowls. Kale and white bean Caesar salads. The list goes on and on and on. I'm really proud of these recipes. I'm proud of the team for testing them. And I think we got something here. Spring is going to be gorgeous with a little bit of planning in it. Wouldn't it all be so different if we had a little bit of planning? Okay, you'll scroll down to products. Here it is right here. I'm posting it. The shop. Scroll down to products if you want to see vegan and omnivore. All right, who's ready to pick a winner? We're right at the 30-minute mark. Okay, so here's how I'm going to do this. I am pulling a name from this list of everybody who participated tonight. If you're just joining now, please don't hesitate to go back to the beginning of this call. Super inspiring and fun. I'm about to wrap up by choosing a winner. A winner is someone who's been on the call and has replied to my prompts. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Let's see. We've got 19 people on live. I'm going to close my eyes and scroll through, and I'm going to stop when I feel like I need to stop. And the first name my cursor lands on, or is closest to when I open my eyes, is the winner of 3 months of seasonal spring menu plans. Ready? Winner is Megan Schloot. Megan Schloot, it's totally you, and you do deserve this and need it. I'm so glad you said that earlier, and I'm so glad it's you. Enjoy being back in your kitchen. You deserve this. I will send you the coupon code this evening to go ahead and access these seasonal menu plans. But if you did not win, thank you for playing. Thank you for being here tonight. Go on over, check out the seasonal menu plans. I'm dropping the omnivore plan right now. $33, $11 a month, $275 a week, guys. You can't beat it. Having me in your inbox every Friday saying, here's your recipes. Have an awesome weekend. Thank you, and have an awesome week this week. You've got an action step, you've got some inspiration, and your job now is to just step out and take care of yourself. It's gonna look messy. It's gonna be messy, that's the name of the game, but your job is just to keep showing up, noticing where you're doing good. There's always somewhere that you're doing good, I promise. It might be hard to find in some moments, but recognize, pat yourself on the back, say where it is you're doing well, and then step in and take deeper care of yourself. Get yourself lined up with you so that you can enjoy more of you, and get you some seasonal menu plans so you can have an awesome spring and try some of my best recipes. I'm super proud of those of you that participated in the Spring into Spring. Thank you for doing the Detox Challenge and for being here tonight. You are awesome. Good night.